Yes, hello guys, welcome back. I am hoping you are doing well wherever you are. And now this is Tora Politica na hapa tunadecode power and we are dissecting Kenya. So you see the president today was in Mombasa and he was there to commission the rail service. And of course itakuwa chukua Mombasa people to the terminus ya SGR. So of course sikia speech yake.
Yes. Waanze sasa kupanga vile tutaunganisha hapa pia na Dongo Kundu. Tuko na kilomita karibu 35. Kwa sababu pale Dongo Kundu pia niliwaeleza watu wa Mombasa. Tumeongea miaka nenda miaka rudi kuhusu mambo ya Special Economic Zone ya Dongo Kundu. Lakini jana nilikuwa na ndugu zetu waegezaji, watu wa Afri-Exim Bank, kampuni ya Arise. Tumeanza jana kule Vipingo. Na sasa tuko na pesa shilingi milioni 500 dola ya Marekani ama shilingi bilioni 65 za Kenya. Kutengeneza Special Economic Zone ya Vipingo, kutengeneza Special Economic Zone ya Dongo Kundu na kutengeneza Special Economic Zone ya kule Mombasa.
Yes, the president akiongea, of course, you will be tempted to think that he's actually meaning well for Kenyans. Of course, I can't take that from him. He knows what he's saying. Now, there were some shocking things I would want us to go through here. You see, all these are just campaign mode. Of course, we are headed to the next elections, and you are only 1 year apart. And whatever speech politicians deliver right now, they are just speeches za kufanya wao wakuwe re-elected. You see, politicians, once they're in office, what they think about is the next elections. Not this time they're in office. Not service delivery. It's about next elections. And now, we are seeing, for example, sikia Kindiki akiongea.
Lakini Mheshimiwa Rais, kwa sababu sasa timu yetu ya siasa imekuwa kubwa. Zamani tulikuwa Buria na Owen Baya pande moja na Mungatana na Aisha, lakini sasa kupitia juhudi za Mheshimiwa Rais, timu ya siasa hapa Pwani imekuwa kubwa. Tuko na Abdul Swamad, tuko na wabunge Mama Zamzam na Machele, tuko pia vile na Fulangenge, tuko na Mwinyi Ruweida, tumekuwa watu wengi.
Yes, you can just see that Kindiki is just campaigning blatantly. Remember, even the time teachers went to State House, Ruto bashed him akamwambia, this meeting was not about campaigns. It was about, talking to teachers. But in real sense, it was campaign. Even the president knows it. In fact, the president is the one who actually gave instructions to Kindiki that once the teachers come here, all you need to do is to campaign. Now, of course, there was a shocking scene actually. I want you to listen to this from Kindiki.
Muko kwa 2 term. Mombasa muko kwa 2 term. Ni 2 term. Wacha niitisha Harambee moja, nikisema Harambee mnasema 2 term. Harambee. Harambee. Kwa hayo mengi, wacha tusimame tumkaribisha rais moja. Tupige makofi 1, 2, 3, 4. Asante.
Yes, you're saying fire see fire, norma see norma. And I think when you're keen enough, you will see the people who are saying 2 term were actually people who seemed paid. Because you see, other people were just calm, wanasikiza, lakini there are some 2 to 3 people who are actually saying 2 term, but the rest was quite silent. And this was not from Kindiki alone. Even Joe, the kingpin of Coast, alisema 2 term. Sikiza.
Salimieni kwa alama yangu tafadhali. Salimieni kwa alama yangu. Salimieni namna hii. Nikisema William nasema 2 term. Ruto, William, Samoei, Ruto, Mungu wabariki.
But no one was shaking, no one was shaking. Of course, this shows, discontent. I mean, there's a great disconnection between Kenyan people and the government and Ruto, because even Kenyans themselves can't shout two-term mbele yake, leave alone kama yuko. You see, one-term wave has swept the nation, and everyone now talks about one term. And of course, this came from Rigiji himself. But now we are actually seeing even Kenyans saying two-term mbele ya president is actually a big problem. They can't say two-term mbele ya president. And it tells you indeed Kenyans are just not interested na hii serikali. I'm not hating anything here. I'm just reporting what we have all seen. Now, one thing I think came up from this event is that the president is determined not to hand over power to Gachagua or to whoever will win. Remember, Gachagua will play a key role in these next elections. Whether atavai ama atavai, he will actually play the biggest role. Why? Because he is now carrying or having the password to Mount Kenya votes. The 6 million votes in Mount Kenya hawezi zipata bila Gachagua. Kweli, at the moment, that's how it is. That's the situation. In fact, right now, even Uhuru Kenyatta has got no say in Mount Kenya. The person who has a say in Mount Kenya is Rigathi Gachagua. That's why William Ruto has to even, bribe people just to go to State House. Now, sikia Ruto akiongea.
Watu wa Mombasa, mnawakubali hawa jamaa watuharibie nchi yetu? Mtawapatia nafasi ya kuharibu nchi yetu? Sikizeni bwana, nimejaribu kuwasikiza kwa makini. Kama wako na lolote la kuchangia taifa letu la Kenya. Mpango ya reli hawana, mpango ya barabara hawana, mpango ya afya hawana, mpango ya mambo ya housing hawana, mpango ya elimu hawana, mpango ya kilimo hawana. Wao hawana sera, hawana mpango, hawana taratibu yoyote, hawana agenda yoyote, hata akili hawana pia. Na wauliza bwana, kama wangekuwa na akili si wangekuwa wametuambia ni nini mpango yao? Kumaanisha hawana akili. Sasa niwaulize, watu hawana mpango ya barabara, hawana mpango ya matibabu, hawana mpango ya reli, hawana mpango ya kilimo, hawana mpango ya masomo. Ati wanataka kuendesha taifa letu kuelekeza nyuma. Sisi tunawaambia tafuteni nchi ya wajinga, muendeshe. Hii ya Kenya kuna watu wa akili wengi.
Yes, you can see he's actually bashing Gachagua. He's even saying that there's no way he'll hand over this country to wajinga, to people who've got no plan. You see, I don't know how politicians are gonna ego. They feel that, they're the only people who have the plans in Kenya. Like, you see, Kalonzo Musyoka has been the VP, Vice President of Kenya for 5 years. In fact, he deputized, Kibaki from the year 2008 to 2013, if I'm not wrong. And if there's a government that actually has ever performed in this nation, is the Kibaki government. Of course, it was a coalition government between Kibaki and Raila Odinga. But people always say that Kibaki was actually the best president, more than even Moi. Remember, even Tania Moi, life was, of course, manageable, life was cheap, people were eating, people were going to school, kulikuwa na maziwa nyayo. But no government has ever matched serikali ya Kibaki. Because at Kibaki's time, people went to school. Yeah? People actually benefited from the free primary education. I myself benefited. I can attest to that. And I'm just being honest. And people actually, there was food on the table. There was cash in pocket. But now, you see, Kalonzo was there because Kalonzo was the vice president. So you can't tell me that Kalonzo Musyoka has got no plan. Because Kalonzo Musyoka will be he will play a key role in the next election because he will be vying. In fact, I believe he will be a flag bearer and Gachagua can support him. I believe so. Or he will support Gachagua. So he will play a key role. So there's no way Ruto can tell us that Kalonzo Musyoka has a plan. There's no way he will tell us that Matiangi has a plan. Matiangi has a plan. You remember Matiangi's time when he was the minister, CS for education, he actually helped shape education sector. Okay? And actually people accredit him for that. But you can't tell us that, this guy is don't have a plan. So these are just propagandas, being, propagated by the president just to hoodwink the country into thinking that watu wengine msiwasikize. In fact, right now, he has come up with this idea ya kwamba his deputy is more learned than him. Why? It's actually attacking Gachagua. It's actually telling Kenyans that Rigiji was not learned. It says that there's no way an illiterate person can lead the nation. So the question is, kwani akichukua Rigiji akuwe deputy wake? Kwani hakujua Rigiji hajasoma? You see? So politicians have got their own ways of, lying to Kenyans, brainwashing Kenyans, and Ruto as a master in that. Yes, a master in brainwashing Kenyans. And actually right now, what we are seeing is actually brainwashing Kenyans. But bad news to him, Kenyans know him. And Kenyans know that whatever he says are just, propaganda, he's just trying to, lie to the public. That's how it is. Now, those are the shocking scenes that, of course, took place today in Mombasa. And I would want you to tell me your view. Do you believe the president got a shock reception in Mombasa? Do you think Mombasa people are not with him, despite them, having Joe kwa serikali? Comment then, of course, I see you in the next video. Thank you. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.
Thank you.